Hello, Booktube. I'm Scott.
I'm Nell, and you look like you need a nap.
Do I? That's a problem because we're filming a video. This is another one of our 10 books in 5 minutes where we dedicate a whole 30 seconds
to telling you as much as we can about some books that we think you should read or not read.
And then we do it back to back to back to back to however many backs you need to do that.
Anyway, Victorian Edition. Ready, Scott?
Ready?
Wait.
Wait. We have a timer set up in the other window that isn't recording this. Not that one.
That one. Ready?
That one.
Go.
In 1878, Eugene Chanterelle was accused of murdering his wife by poisoning. When he went to trial, his friend Robert Louis Stevenson said that he didn't do it. As the trial went on, Stevenson had his mind changed as the evidence became very clear that he did in fact poison his wife. Stevenson was so confused by this man being very good and very evil at the same time and got obsessed with the dual natures of good and evil. And that was the inspiration for Dr. Hyde and Mr. Jekyll.
Ooh.
I got that wrong.
The other way around. A Christmas Carol is the story that made Scrooge a byword for being stingy. Because it's about a stingy ass capitalist who needs to be terrified in order to pay his workers a livable wage. He is visited by ghosts in order to ensure that his workers can afford to eat and be warm and not die.
They should eat the rich. The Tentative Wildfell Hall is a novel by Anne Bronte. The main character is Helen Huntington, who appears in Wildfell Hall with her son Arthur all of a sudden. Why is she doing this? She's not a widow. How does she have a son? I don't know. Why is Gilbert there? I don't know. He seems to be a superfluous character to this novel. Anyway, Helen then has her entire backstory delved into, where it turns out that her husband was a lying, cheating drunk who decided to lead her son astray.
Oh. The Picture of Dorian Gray is about a beautiful man who has his portrait painted, and somehow his soul becomes entwined with the picture of himself, and it begins to reflect his deeds and misdeeds in the painting as he lives his life. Yeah.
New Grub Street is a novel by George Gissing. It tells the story of multiple novelists working on New Grub Street, which is the publishing street of the time. The main character in this is a character called Reardon, who marries a woman of breeding. He decides to keep her in the lifestyle that she should be accustomed to, and he can do that with an inheritance. But as his inheritance runs out, there is more and more pressure for Reardon to produce a novel of some money, which he does not do.
Oh no.
And that leads to marital difficulties.
Oh no. Jane Eyre is an orphan, and the start of her life is pretty bloody rubbish, which is basically the case if you're an orphan in Victorian England. This book, or while touted as a romance, is about money and power, and money and then power again, as Jane grows up and lives her life.
Alice in Wonderland is a novel about what happens when you take too much LSD. It's also a novel about pure mathematics. Now, I know that might seem weird because why would you want to read a novel about pure mathematics? But if you've ever studied pure mathematics, you'll see multiple lemmas from pure mathematics again and again in the tale of Alice in Wonderland, which is essentially a tale of a young girl that's doing too many drugs in her dreams.
David Copperfield is too bloody long. It's written by a man, Charles Dickens, who likes the sound of his own bloody voice. There is about a decade of this novel devoted to a donkey wandering around in circles or something, which is mildly amusing, but ultimately it is a novel that is too bloody long about a man who has a pretty rubbish life and is miserable for a number of years, and then he gets a bit happier, but not much.
So you recommend it?
Trash.
Jude the Obscure is Hardy's finest novel. It is his fierce critique of marriage in this novel that had made him quite infamous. Jude and Sue are the romantic love match in this novel, but Jude and Sue have both married people in their previous life. And whenever something goes wrong with their life, and it's Thomas Hardy, it does go wrong, they blame their previous marriage, and this causes more misery upon more misery. It's often described as Tess without all the happy bits, which apparently is a lot.
Wuthering Heights is set in a beautiful backdrop, but the characters are not. They are unlikable, selfish, and basically spend the whole novel torturing each other. If you are interested in a lovely romance with likable characters, this is not the book for you. But if you like bastards and interesting people, give it a go.
Yes!
Bye.
Oh wait, if you liked it, like it, subscribe, and tell us if you agree or disagree with any of them.
Tell us some things in the comments. Bye.
Yeah, say shit.